These two coins neatly demonstrate the devaluation of our currency over time. When coins are needed to be made smaller, or maybe even got rid of altogether, because they're too expensive to keep making, even in their base metal forms. These silver-proof versions of the old 5p, which was quite a lot bigger than the new 5p, I think speak volumes about how coins have evolved and potentially will continue to evolve over time, and maybe one day disappear from our pockets altogether. But for now, we can but enjoy these absolutely wonderful silver-proof 5p pieces. Backyard Bullion here. Welcome to this week's In Focus Friday, where we have a look at cool things made of silver or gold. And today we're going to be looking at a weird and wonderful thing. I don't even know what it is yet. It's sent to me by Atkinsons, who are sponsoring this video. Thank you very much to Atkinsons. They have a thriving secondhand bullion collection over on their website, and you can of course get all of your new bullion requirements from Atkinsons, one of the best dealers in the UK, if not the best. And a huge thank you to them for sponsoring our channel. And I am thwarted by a simple piece of sellotape. There we go, we have got it open. So Atkinsons have been sending me some weird and wonderful things that they've had come across their desks over the last couple of, well, I suppose years. They've had lots of different stock come in and out, and they've sent me some cool bits over this last couple of months, and this is another one. So what have we got? We've got a really nice little presentation box, that's for sure. It's a lovely little leather box there, and inside we have a raw mint product. Oh, silver-proof 5p 2-coin set. This is certainly something you do not see every day. So this is one of the things I love about this little series that we've been doing with Atkinsons. We have got to see some things that you just wouldn't see, things that I wouldn't necessarily buy. Well, certainly maybe not new. I've never really sort of bought the silver-proof coins. These are harking back to old school days when the 5p coins were really quite large. Look at that. Well, I don't think, were they ever that big? I mean, maybe before my time, but I remember the 5p's being about that size. I haven't seen very many 5p's. Loose change in your pockets, and these designs certainly are an old one. So this is a 1990 silver-proof 5p 2-coin set. So there we go. You can see how the evolution of the raw mint's gone over the years with their presentation and their boxes. These look absolutely beautiful and pristine. Beautiful, beautiful coins. Makes a change, doesn't it, from raw mint to have something that's pretty nice and pretty good. Right, so what have we got? We've got, there we go, there's all of the certificate of authenticity. Raw mint, there we go, Lannistrad, mid Glamorgan. And then we have, to commemorate the introduction and circulation of a new, smaller 5p. So I was right, there was bigger 5p's. I seemed to remember there being larger 5p's. I certainly remember there being larger 50p's. I can't remember when they must have changed. It was when I was very, very young. But I do remember there were bigger 5p's. I was right. And so new smaller 5p's were brought in 1990. The Royal Mint issuing a maximum of 35,000 silver-proof 2-coin sets containing the last of the original 5p's and the first of the new. The reverse of each coin features the badge of Scotland, a thistle royally crowned. The design of Christopher Ironside was first used on a 5p coin in 1968. You can read the rest. I'm not going to read it all out. Specifications, there we go, at the bottom. Let's have a look. So these legal tender 5p coins are struck in sterling silver to proof quality. The original 5p weighs 5.65 grams and measures 23.59 millimeters. The new 5p is 3.25 grams and measures 18 millimeters. So I think it's sort of an example really of how our coins were getting too expensive over time. That's one of the reasons why they were made smaller, so that they took up less metal. Now, of course, our 5p coins in circulation weren't made of actual silver. These are just proof coins to demonstrate the absolute incredible skill of the coin production world of the Royal Mint. But it is interesting to see how those coins disappear and get smaller over time. I also remember, now I don't remember, I'm not as old as to remember them being usable. Maybe they were just about usable at my very, very young youth. I don't know, but I remember halfpenny coins here in the UK. So decimal coins still, I'm not that old, but half pennies, I remember seeing a few of them down at the old tennis club in a big box somewhere. That sounds awfully posh, doesn't it? I was at the tennis club and I saw all the half pennies. No, I mean, I played tennis. There was tennis, and I remember there being a big box of half penny coins. That was basically it. But yeah, it does demonstrate how coins change over time and how we went from I mean, this is a pretty big coin for a 5p coin. If you can imagine that today, you know, if you went into the shops and were given 10 of these as you change, it would be weighing down your pockets and weighing down your wallet. So they had to change them to the smaller size, which we see here. So that's really interesting to see, and really nice designs. I tell you what, let's have a look at the bigger coin first and get really close into the design. So if we go in, we can see the Thistle of Scotland there. Beautiful, sublime, some might say. Harking back to an era when the Royal Mint took a bit more pride in what they do, perhaps, but hey, that's a topic for another time. Lovely, lovely coin, really like that. Good old Queenie's portrait there. Of course, the sort of middle-aged portrait, or the young to middle-aged portrait, rather than the older one that we're more familiar with on this channel, having seen all of her coinage from sort of the time I started stacking silver and gold. And then we have here the newer, smaller 5p coin. So that's pretty cool, have to say. Something you don't see every day, and that's very, very nice to see. They're really very good, aren't they? Sterling silver. So let's talk about that. There are a few people who are sort of silver snobs and will not touch any proof coins, or any coins for that matter, that are not pure silver. When they're proof coins like this, I really don't mind if they're sterling or not. In fact, it's often better to have them in sterling. They're a little bit more robust. They last a little better. These look pretty amazing for their condition. If you consider they are, what's that, 35 years old. Goodness me, that's putting me into perspective. 35 years old, these coins, and they are just as good as they were when they were brand new. I think that's really cool, and that's one thing that's really good about sterling silver. And of course, harking back to that time when sterling silver was used as our coins and currency before the big changes in the UK in 1920? Is it 21? It's pre-20, so maybe it was 1919, the last year, I can't remember. And then, of course, 1947, when the silver was taken out altogether. So there we have two beautiful proof 5p coins from the Royal Mint. Excellent. Definitely worth seeing. A nice box too, like that's cool. I prefer this to some of the newer gloss finish boxes, because those gloss finish boxes, whilst they look very pretty when you first get them, the moment you pick them up, you get fingerprints and grubby marks and smudges all over them. Whereas this, so you can see it's actual leather that's textured, it's really good, it's well made, very, very nice indeed. Brilliant. Love the little logo in there as well. Top tip, if ever you do get these little coin sets, keep the boxes, keep everything together, because the whole package makes a big difference. There are a lot of these types of things you just see loose out there, and collectors would prefer to have the whole ensemble rather than just the coins themselves. Now, I'm really sorry to all you Cool Kids Club members out there. There is no certificate number on here. Oh God, what are we going to do? So I guess what we're going to do is get you to quote me the weight of the old 5p piece. 5.65 grams. That's what you need to quote down in the comment section so that I know that you're super cool. And thank you to all the people who watched the last video who have been commenting the serial numbers in all these little things. It's a cool, fun thing we do to measure kind of the engagement level. How long are you watching for and how much attention are you paying? As I said in that last video, there will be something. I haven't quite worked out all of the exact logistics of it yet, so don't quote me, but I will be paying attention to all of these little Cool Kids Club not members, you don't have to be a member, but all these Cool Kid Club comments in the build-up to 75,000 subscribers. And it's worth doing. I mean, you don't have to do it. I mean, there's no real reason why you need to, but if you want to support the channel, if you enjoy what we do, then have a little comment down below. It's always nice. Those are really cool coins. Thank you to Atkinsons. Go and check them out. There is a link in the description box to their secondhand page where you can find all of their really cool bits and bobs up for sale. Anything and everything that they might have come in. Really good company, and I can highly recommend them as a customer, not just them as a sponsor. They have been long-term, I was going to say long-term customers of mine. It's the other way around. I've been a long-term customer of theirs all the way back from when I got started buying gold and silver. So go and check them out. Links in the description. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. As always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.